Well, welcome to the Books and Music Review Show. There's the wonderful disclaimer. Notice I didn't say what I wanted to say about that wonderful disclaimer.
This is a
Hi, Joan.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Okay, so for now, that's our set.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, everything, all these mistakes, it's all on me. I made a lot of mistakes today.
I could help you make some too.
That's cool, double mistakes. It's like the double mean come, you know?
We'll be an entertainment instead of an
Okay, so
educational show.
what I had planned, obviously not going to work out because I don't have the computer going. I'm going to open my little thing so I look quite organized and professional. There you go. See, I got that. Oh, just for the record, in case anybody doesn't know it, yeah. 2001, I've been doing studio shows that long. Wow. 2001. So there, nice. And for the other record, my garden, which That's looks beautiful. Like bombed out, no. I'm going to bring this over to the camera. Good. And I'm going to say to you, since you're the guest, would you like to talk? Oh, that's horrible. What I did. Wait, is it this one? Every time I bring it there? Okay. I could just switch cameras. There it is. That's the beautiful garden that doesn't look like that now.
That's nice.
It's all brown and no flowers, no plants. But I keep that because I look at that all winter.
They're asleep now.
They're asleep, yes. I
like a nice long.
I like that. Asleep. Now, can you believe I've been doing it that long and I still haven't got it figured out the way I want to figure it out?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, did I press record on that or not? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so here you are. We're at the books. You know what I'm going to do? I'll go put the name on. You can sit here and look at this while you're, if you want. You can take a look at the books. If you don't want, you don't have to. That's what I love about this show. You do what you want. You can't say that on all shows. What I come in here for?
I believe a song was recorded about this
what
one
I come in here for?
Somebody's graduation.
Ah, the titles. Yes, thank you. I need help on this show, obviously.
She covers half the planet.
I need help on the show. There you go. So there you go. This is the Books and Music Review Show.
This is probably my favorite, Webster's Book of Quotations.
That is my wonderful Aunt Adeline's book.
Yeah. Open any page, I dare you, and not find something interesting.
Open any page. Ah, any page. The challenge. Okay, so for those of you who know that my Aunt Adeline, she's a very wise woman. She's not with us anymore. Or maybe she is, somewhere. So she wrote in this book, she wrote on the top of the book.
Love it.
And it seems she wrote on a lot of things. When my cousin was cleaning out the apartment, and my cousin said, here, take those books. You want those books? I'm like, yeah. And it was like months later, like 6 or 7 months later, because I didn't open it. I know I love quotations. So months later, I open it up, and look what I see. Writing, handwriting.
It's beautiful.
And what I love about this is my Aunt Adeline, when I'm reading what she wrote in the book, my grandfather died quite a long time ago. He had this very positive, uplifting kind of spirit. A very, I don't know, I can't describe it, but there was just like something really great about him. And when I read her writing, I see that, who's calling me? No, I'm on air. We don't answer on air. But anyway, but music, we got music.
Background music, beautiful.
We got music. Oh, it's Glendora. Wait, let's answer. Wait, why can't we? I don't answer my phone. Glendora, wait a minute. Glendora, you're on air. How would you like to be on air in New York City?
Oh, I don't know. Tell me about it.
Well, we're on the show right now, and you just called at the perfect time. This is Glendora. She does a wonderful show out in, well, I'm going to let you hang up, though, because if you don't want to be on air, this is actually, we're on television now. Would you like to say hello?
You said out in 68 TV stations, so from Boston to San Diego.
Your shows are on from Boston to San Diego?
Yes.
Oh, wait, how come? You know what? You should have called back. We should have got picture phone. Oh, but anyway, Glendora, you know what I'm going to do? I have a guest here today, and I had invited her, and I do want to talk with you. But maybe we could talk like some other time, like later on tonight.
Yeah, you want to hear a joke?
Yes, we want to hear a joke. Joan loves to hear jokes. Go ahead, let's hear the joke.
Computers are in the Bible. Eve said to Adam, do you want an apple too?
Wait a second. Computers are in the Bible, and Eve said to Adam, do you want an apple too? Oh, this is so great. You can't beat that. You come into the studio. I had a totally messed up day as far as organizing, and to open with a Bible and an apple joke at the same time. Thank you so much, Glendora. That's fabulous.
That was fun. You keep up your good work, okay?
Well, thank you. I will see you later. Bye-bye.
You know how
Bye-bye.
you beat an apple? You make it applesauce.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
That could remind me of an applesauce story, which is a really good story. But
Do not
okay,
beat up
here's
your
the,
computers at home if you're listening to
here's the
this.
thing. I need to let you speak because I never let the guest speak. I don't know. Oh, we got time. We got 24 minutes. So this is Joan, our guest. That was Glendora, our unexpected guest today. The funny thing is, I was going to ask her if she wanted to call into a show.
That is
And I
interesting.
never
She
did.
read your mind.
I was going to ask her, and like, okay, so
That's
back
the
to
mind-to-mind connection.
back to my grandpa and my aunts. So reading my aunt's writings that she left, and she did this purposely. She wanted to leave a little bit of herself behind. And the truth is, that's why I do TV too, because I
She's
want to leave.
speaking to you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
It's beautiful.
but I see the positivity and the healing in her and the strength in her. I'm going to read you what she wrote. This particular one. In September 2003, a bit cloudy and cool. Glad the summer is over. Please, God, let us have peace and love. I suspect I know what that was about, but this woman was strong. We have so much for which to thank God. Rest in peace, Bill. We love you and miss you always. And
Wow.
Bill is my cousin. And that was the year, I believe that was the year he died. And I like that she could put a bit cloudy, glad the summer is over. And she wrote a bunch of other things like cultivate good habits, make new friends that are wholesome and good, learn something new each day. I do that. I like that. And my grandfather would say that. Learn something new each day.
You learned a new joke today.
And thank God for sunshine. Yeah. It still shines. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year 2003.
Wow.
And yeah, that was a year. That was some year. Every year, some year. Okay, so open it to any random page. You will open it, I'll read it. And we could do that twice.
I'm glad you could read without glasses.
I'll try. Okay.
One from the left and one from the
Oh,
right.
my water, I think, is in my pocket of my jacket, which I should have. And your water is at my house. Faithful. Beware of false flattery. And I know what she's talking about with that, too. Now, there's a lot of good stuff in here where she thanks the priest that used to come to see her all the time. Be well-bred, have manners and respect and self-respect. Well, I'm not well-bred, and I have a little bit of manners here and there, but I do have self-respect and
That's
respect
very
for other
important.
people.
When you're the last person in the chain of the tree life,
Yeah.
in your family tree, you need somebody to take the place of the family. That
Yeah.
priest going to visit meant a lot more than people would ever know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Rest gives energy. All men are created equal. Okay, so that's a little bit of her. I need to give you time to speak, because if I don't stop right now and let you speak, then I will speak for 20-something minutes. We
That's
have 21
okay.
minutes.
You speak very
This
well
is a
and
Christmas
wisely.
present that I did not give to my daughter. I'm holding it. I saw them, but it was in the house and everything was in the trunk. So when I see you,
Yeah, my question to that was, does every she need a he?
well, actually, does every she need a he?
No,
Does every
not with the
she need a
independent
he?
women of today. They don't.
It all depends on what you need a he for.
And that other book,
It's like if you're doing woodworking, if you got the right tool, but then you have to have the knowledge and the experience, which you might get from a he.
and sometimes you need his strength.
You always need his strength if we're talking about God.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the man in a person's life.
We need to get on the same page
You
here.
are right, you're right. God with you can give you any kind of
Okay,
strength.
so I'm gonna be quiet for. I'm not gonna guarantee for a long time because it's not in my making, obviously. But
Don't
I have
want
to
you to
work
be
on
quiet.
it.
You
so
always speak well.
How about how about like I'm speaking?
I'm not marking them down today.
How about I sit back like this? Oops. I'll go skating across the room. And this is Joan. Go for it, Joan.
I was mentioning before, there was a poem that was put on a recording. It was not a song. It was a poem read about this, what this
Desiderata.
whole thing
Yeah.
is about.
You keep talking because I want to check your levels and make sure
And
that you're on
this-
good sound.
This title sold so well that it ran through the whole season past the graduation period of the year. So I think this is a beautiful book.
Because I
And
think
just
your
love
coat
the fact
is
that
blocking
every
it. Okay.
every star is shining brightly, and there's the person almost to the peak of the mountain and resting there on a cliff, probably enjoying the stars. But this is a beautiful book, and I think I would like to borrow it for a day or two and take a
It
really
is a beautiful book.
very
And you
good
know what? The
look
best
at
part
it.
about it is the cartoon.
Wow.
Okay.
I love cartoons.
Continue. I'll be
I
quiet.
love cartoons, comics, and jokes. And as a matter of fact, they mentioned something about that on the news.
Ah.
And they said something about fake news. And I said, well, I guess we're going to be watching a lot more cartoons in the future. Because you can't say whether
Okay,
they're fake or
so
not.
that's what I
Thank you.
think. I think your mic is facing your jacket. I don't know if that'll help.
Peekaboo.
I don't know. Try that. I'll check it. We need one producer to help with sound on this show so that I don't have to keep leaving the microphone.
I'm
Okay,
looking at
talk. Let me hear you.
I'm looking at these cartoons and I'm thinking to myself, if this is what gets into books now, I think I can do this. I can cartoon for the future.
Yes, that's why I brought that to show you.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so
Simple, and it says what it's supposed to say.
it's Desiderata, which this is one of my grandfather's favorite
I love it.
favorite poems, prose. I don't know what is it, literature? Sayings. This is one of his favorites. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste. Sometimes I am the noise and the haste.
And remember, what peace there may be in silence. And these pictures do me in a lot.
Yep.
Don't know if they're picking up on the camera with the lightness of the ink.
You
but
can do that. You can definitely do that.
Pictures had 1,000 more words than what's actually
You
on the
notice I was
page.
making them darker with the marker.
Oh yeah, you did go over that. That's a great idea.
As far as possible, without surrender. The key words here is without surrender, as far as possible. Without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. You can be on good terms with someone and stay the heck away from them. Don't be confused by literature. Use your common sense.
Think of it in all ways as you just did.
Yes.
Very, very, very smart.
Speak your
Wow.
truth quietly. I speak loud because here's the deal. I talk loud because I can't see the levels in there and I've got nobody working audio. I've been doing a show for over 16 years, and here in this city I've been doing it since 2009 or 10. And it's hard to get help for the show because I work in the daytime and a lot of people volunteer in the nighttime. So the reason I talk loud is because I figure I'd rather have them hear me than not hear me at all.
That's right. Turn the TV down if you're.
So turn the
hearing it
TV
too.
down if I'm talking too loud for you. Speak your truth quietly when you're not on television. Clearly and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant, for they too have their story. Okay, next. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. We do that, right?
Except when we have to speak into the mic and be heard.
They are vexations. to the
H-E-A-R-D,
spirit.
not H-E-R-D.
Exactly. And I like this one here from Desiderata. Who is the author? I think it's Max Ehrman in 1927. Must have been a friend of my grandfather's. Just kidding. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than you.
Amen. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Thank you.
Well, my plans, forget it. So far, they don't work out, but the surprises are wonderful. I got Joan, I got Glendora.
Do not listen to her. Plans work out very well. She got here ahead of time. She set up the place.
Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. And that's what we're pretty much having, changing fortunes of time. I think it's time we open up to the random book quote. And that's what I do on my show. It's called She, S-H-E, She. And
Turn the letters around. It's H-E-S.
or turn them upside down and they look like calligraphy upside down. Okay, so this book I picked up because it's kind of funny. Things that happen by accident turn out to be the biggest blessings and the most wonderful things. A friend of mine, somebody, I forget where, somebody said, did you hear that in California, what they said? They passed this law, or they were going to pass this law about on the driver's license, it's not supposed to say male or female anymore. It cannot say he or she. Oh, and I said, no, you're kidding. That's not. That's,
IT.
Yeah, so that's what I heard. So that day, or later that day, or the next day, I was shopping around in TJ Maxx. I went there to get, like, I don't know, a spoon or a pot or something, a pan or something. California pot. No.
That's funny.
So I went there to get that. And then all of a sudden, in the book department, there's this, like, and I had just heard that about the California. I'm like, she. I'm going to read that book. It's because I'm a she. And I'm proud to say I'm a she. So even though I look like a guy sometimes with some of the clothes that I wear, it's just for convenience. I don't want to be anybody else. So I picked up this book and I went like this and I opened it and I was still thinking of California and still thinking of, I like that. So I was still thinking of all that and I started to read what she said. This ain't about gender. This is about, she must be something special. She is. Celebrate her. And I began to think of my grandmother and my daughter and my granddaughters because they're all she's. So I went to the next page and it said she loved life and it loved her back. My grandmother.
Yeah.
Nana Antoinette.
Well, this picture here with your garden shows how you love life.
Celebrate her passion. So I kept turning because all of a sudden the book brought tears to my eyes.
Wow.
She listened to her heart above all the other voices. And I thought of my daughter.
Wow.
Celebrate her wisdom.
Yeah.
She pursued her big dreams instead of small realities. And silly as that is, I thought of me. Celebrate her priorities. She saw every ending as a new beginning. And so, this is a horrible book. You can't read it without crying.
Not on the air. You're going to make me cry. Oh my goodness.
But I kept reading it, and there's so many bits of my grandmother in here, and so many more bits of my daughter and her daughters. She has an 18-year-old daughter and a younger one.
And she's not admitting it, but she's written on pages like she learned from her aunt.
And yes,
That's beautiful.
yes,
That is
Miss
beautiful.
Tell It All. Yes, I was going to read what I wrote, but I didn't give it to my daughter yet. So I personalized this book and wrote all of the things I thought about she.
Wonderful.
And I wrote a personal message in there. And to think, you know what, with everybody going crazy at Christmas time and people going bananas, like rushing out for batteries and big things and huge things and expensive things. And in TJ Maxx, totally accidentally, I found this for $3.99, which is what exactly I could afford. I said, I read the whole book in the store, right? And I'm standing there and like the tears are coming out of my eyes. And then I'm turning it, I figure this is gonna be like $20, $25. I'm like, $3.99.
That's beautiful.
So I thought I should get this for the she's in my family. And then, so I put it back and I'm looking for he, but TJ Maxx, where's the he? Because you gotta write one that's he. So if there is no he, then I'm gonna write the he. That'll be a really good book.
That's a great idea, and you can do it.
I could write the he, but I bet you that she, or whoever, is this written by a guy or a woman? Let's see. Or maybe,
Wouldn't that be funny?
Wouldn't it be funny if they refused to say? Let's see, who is it written by? She's written by, hold on. They didn't put a name on it.
Go to the title page or the
Hold on it. I know.
the spine over here. Maybe might tell.
I still can't tell. Is it he or she?
Oh
I guess
my.
it could be a guy's name. This is written by Kobe Yamada. So with the I at the end. So she's written by Kobe Yamada. Designed by
Oh, that's strange.
Jenica Wilkie and Steve Potter, who could be a girl because you never know.
Stevie, sure.
So anyway, so there's the book She. Get that book. Go to TJ Maxx.
It's
So
beautiful.
probably can get it from Barnes and Nobles for probably what, $20-something? I don't know. But that was a good deal, TJ. Oh, I take that all back. I didn't mention any names. Okay, so I don't know. Can you reach that without throwing your mic off? Can you reach those books? I really should put something on the screen. I don't know. Let's put something on the screen. I'm going to move this. Oh, I can't even see that. You talk, I'll walk. If that's all right with you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, talk. I put her on the spot.
I asked Lynn if one day she would just make a speech of things that pop in her head using the alphabet from A to Z. And I think she could probably do a wonderful job because she could fill up each letter very well, just with life experience. I'm still looking at the book of quotations because I love to quote other people. And one of my favorites is, "The pen is mightier than the sword." And I got to English class, and when I read that for the first time, I said, sure, the pen is mightier than the sword, until the pen runs out of ink. Then what do they do? Everybody pulls out a sword because there's nothing to write with. But anyway, that's the fun you can have in life with quotations. They've ended their quotation. There's no reason for a quotation to be the end of a quotation. Some people could probably take a quotation and make a whole speech out of it, or write a poem about it if they're inclined to poetry. Maybe put it to music if they're musically inclined. And that's why we should never stop learning. And I would love to do that one day. I would love to go ahead and learn an instrument. I learned one way back in school. I don't see why I cannot learn one again. I started to learn the steel drum, and then I put it away for a specific reason, and I never took it out again. But I think the steel drum is one of the most
Keep going.
beautiful, pretty instruments there is, because of all it sounds like a tinny thing, but if you play it at just the right level and just the right pace, it's beautiful, beautiful music. So yeah, I should take up an instrument.
I love the
Maybe
steel
not
drums.
necessarily the steel drums. And the first steel drum band I ever heard was the C&C Coca-Cola Steel Band. And
Really?
they were from the
Wow.
Caribbean. It's beautiful.
Let's see.
But I think you could do all of the above that I mentioned. I didn't mention dancing.
Ah.
You do not have to learn poetry and play with the band and dance too.
Okay, so I've got the computer on the screen.
Good.
I probably will not be able to find what I want. We'll see in a minute. Keep talking.
There should be an alternate button that if the computer's not working, something else kicks in and plays a great song. What's wrong with them?
Okay, let's see. Produce through. Oh, where is it? So anyway, I'm so glad you came today.
I'm glad you invited me. I actually had fun. I love hearing everything you had to read.
You did?
I learned a thing
You
or
do?
two. Sure.
What did you learn today? Oh, here it is. I found
That
it.
you have more than 3 books in your collection?
Are you kidding? I own Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
Okay, so where do we get? Slideshow.
There you go. You could give a speech on A to Z, the books I own.
The colors are off on that, but that's okay.
How about that?
So these are some of the past shows that we had, and
All right.
some of just pictures that I took. The red is very, very deep in there.
There's a
And,
handsome young man there right
and
now.
I think I can fix the camera to look a little different. Let's see. I'll either fix it or mess it up.
There you go. That's almost centered.
No. So you can talk.
Anyway,
What?
speaking about books, I'm going to change that. She doesn't have to speak about A to Z on any topic. I bet she can do it with all the books and other reading materials she has, including comic books, magazines, newsletters, and so on and so forth. And probably a few things that she has written that she's not talking about. The Mystery Lady is full of surprises. Every time we speak, I learn something new. It's like going to class all over again. I'm looking at this beautiful picture.
You're looking at the beautiful picture. I don't think I have the picture on the camera.
And the first thing that I see is at the very bottom, there's a big, beautiful branch, a bough, B-O-U-G-H,
Okay,
not
that's
B-O-W, of
okay.
a tree that has landed in the front of the property. And maybe it was put there on purpose.
It was put there on purpose.
The second thing I noticed is that big, beautiful
the big basket.
It's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Let me just
beautiful.
take this off the screen.
What I would imagine, even with your garden not in full bloom, it's still very interesting to look at because of all the stones, the things you have written.
Well, actually, yeah, in winter it looks pretty bad. So there's only 5 minutes and 20 seconds left, and I didn't let you speak at all.
Sure you did.
You know, I'm willing to let
I
you
even
come
read
in and
from
do
the
your
book.
own show. Your
I
whole
even
full
read
show.
from the book. I thought that was wonderful. You shared your reading time with me.
Want to read another page?
Why not?
Go for it.
Don't make it more than 4 minutes, right? All right, just opening up randomly.
Talk a little bit louder.
She walked in when everyone else walked out. Let me read that
Ah.
again. She walked in when everyone else walked out. And I like that too. I like
Yeah.
an uncrowded room. On the very next page it says,
And another
celebrate her
she, you know
friendship.
what, besides my
Yes, that's
my
beautiful.
grandparents, is another she who is really, really special to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she thinks she is, I don't know, 70 or 80 years old.
Wow.
I have known her since I'm like, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9 years old.
Wow.
And she's very special. And I
That's
see a
beautiful.
lot of her in there too.
Mhm.
I see her like at least every week or every other week, which is
You know,
really
that's
good.
a good thought. Things you read remind you of certain people in your life.
Well, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
She just had this way of brightening the day. Oh, yeah. You know what she
Your
did?
smile face.
Yeah, smiley face. You know what she did? 4 minutes left. I did a show about lemon trees once. It's a whole big story about lemon trees and the miracle that happened with the lemon
Trini
trees. and all.
Lopez.
And this very special person turns around like 2 weeks later. She says, "I'm mailing a lemon tree to your house."
Wow.
I'm like, "No, you don't have to do that." I'm like, so my lemon tree is still growing. It's indoors now. It's under fluorescent lights.
Wow.
It has little lemon blossoms, little 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Okay, I better be quiet. I want you to talk while I go do whatever I got to do over there.
I don't think you should ever worry about the time.
Well,
you
the
should never
show
worry about
ends.
the time because you could always have part 2 of the next session.
Yeah, that's true. But
So not
Go
to
for it.
worry and fret over time. And I'm looking at an American flag.
yeah, those are some of the pictures that I
It's
took.
Probably one of the most beautiful things in the world. The northeast southwest sign. Is there a hen on top? I don't think so.
That was Nick Vujicic was speaking with those kids in
Wow.
high school.
Wow.
That's an old theater that is still in existence.
He has accomplished so much, and even when he's not there, if they have
Yeah.
his book, his picture up, or
Nick
pictures he's
Vujicic.
taken, I think that's something that will live on and on in the hearts of every person that's been lucky enough to meet that young man. And I looked through her slideshow one time, and she had some very beautiful pictures, and what I realized was when I was halfway through, I'm looking at the same pictures, but you don't mind looking over and over again because you see something new in some of the pictures, and then you think of something else the second time you see the picture. So there's nothing wrong with looking at pictures over and over again. I believe there were at least 3 or 4 dozen pictures. So that was a really nice time, and I like to share those things. She does take very beautiful pictures, I have to say that. Beautiful photography from the wonderful eyes and hands of Lynn. Does a great job. When I grow up, maybe I could take pictures this nice. But right now, I'm not growing up enough, I
You
guess.
are never going to grow up. Never, 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 never. No, and that was meant in such a good way. Don't ever
Thank
grow
you.
up.
Thank you.
You're not supposed to grow up. You're just supposed to be young at heart. A message from Adeline. I should have put that on pause. That looks like a hawk, but it's
That
not.
is
It's
so
a falcon.
cute.
And that I took those pictures in 2015. That bird is an owl. Oh, isn't he cute?
It's adorable.
Oh, nobody else can see it. Look, it's just us on air.
Oh.
I should put that on the other. Should I
Can
put
you?
it?
I think you
can't.
should.
I don't know.
I think you should.
It's
I think
probably
that's a
going to be
great
all
idea.
red because. Wait a minute. How did that background get red if we have a blue background?
No, she changed it to blue. You okayed
That was
it.
me.
Yep.
Okay, camera one.
This is beautiful.
See that the background is so the green screen is making it red,
Oh, look at that.
and actually I like it blue.
Pictures of birds.
Yeah, that eagle I took in 2015. He has a broken shoulder. That's why you see his.
That makes it
And
interesting.
that is
I'm sorry
a.
I pointed.
No,
That
you
makes it
can
very
point. It's
interesting.
okay.
That's beautiful.
This is doing a little of like that. I don't know. We got a little glare. Those are my blue orchids. They were in season. I planted them out front
Wow.
like years ago, and the
Wow.
landscapers, not
Look
mine,
how beautiful they are. They
blew
really
them
are.
down. So I
Wow.
hope you'll come back to the show again. There's 45
Oh,
seconds.
yes, that was a
Now,
very
because of
fun
their rules
time.
and regulations, I have to put this produce through kind of thing over there.
Oh, yeah.
I need help, help, help. I need help, a producer to come in and help with the audio.
Oh.
All you got to do is like flip a few buttons. So are there any producers out there listening? So I don't have to keep coming in and out of this studio like this.
And speaking from afar.
Yeah, speaking
way
from
out
afar.
yonder, out in space, it almost sounds like. There you go, produced through.
So, this has been the Books and Music Show. We are produced through the facilities of Staten Island Community Television, and we are an unconventional show. There's no such thing as making a mistake. In
Thank
fact,
you.